They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Groupers offense will get the football first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's up to 51 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. Now on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job. And
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Groupers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program.
Ernie on the Jets. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the...
There he goes! And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the groupers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays and big...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the option. Now the pitch. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick release by the QB. Snowed under by the defense.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Arnold. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Groupers will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Rides the back on the option to give. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The option look. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Powers through. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Using the quick game. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Quickly complete. Brings into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Looking to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The groupers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 24 over Indiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Groupers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, looking deep down the right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he makes the catch. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.